Well, hello. Today we have one or two great exercises for kind of each aspect of the guitar, most aspects or techniques that you'll need to learn how to play guitar. But before getting into that, do me a favor, and if you enjoy this video and find it helpful, give it a like, and if you haven't already, go subscribe to my YouTube channel and go check out my other videos where I do other lessons on techniques, various techniques, and deeper dives into other techniques as well. But let's get into these great exercises. First of all, we're going to start with hand synchronization. This is where we have the left hand being synchronized with the right hand, which is very good to sound out notes properly and to sound clean and play well. This is probably the simplest exercise of the video because it's chromatic and has basically 2 steps to it. All we're going to do is we're going to come to any fret. I'm going to pick the 7th because I feel very comfortable here at the 7th fret. And we're just going to go all the way up, go up a fret. So we're going to start on the 11th fret and come back down. And that is the whole exercise. So simple enough, but it's very effective. We can also experiment with other orders of our fingers. So instead of going complete chromatic, we can go, for reference, 1 will represent our index finger and 4 is our pinky. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. Got there in the end. Some key points to make sure you're doing in this exercise is make sure your fingers stay relatively or very close to the fretboard or the string. Not so much you're muting the notes, but make sure you're staying very tight to the neck, and also they are being synchronized because that is the whole point of this exercise. So if you're hearing dead notes while going up the scale, that's because you're not synchronized. The next aspect, that's really hard to say. The next aspect that we're going to look at is going to be alternate picking. We will have 2 exercises for this one and every other one apart from dexterity. First of all, we're going to start off with one I've talked about tons. The scale we're going to be using is going to be 7, 9, 11, 7, 9, 11, 8, 9, 11, 8, 9, 11, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, 11, 12. There will be no economic picking, so everything will be alternate, so down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, the whole time, including string changes. So I'll go through the first 2 or 3 strings, and then you can put it all together. So we'll have this. So when using a metronome, this can either be 1 beat or 2 clicks. Let me show you. Missed it. Now if I go through a picking pattern, it's going to be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's where you repeat. And also at the top, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And there's the repeat. This next alternate picking exercise is going to be double picking with an arpeggio. So what we're going to do is we're going to take an arpeggio, or a few. Whoops. Those 3 for instance. And we're going to go so we're going to take a sweep picking arpeggio and turn it into an alternate picking exercise by picking each note twice. So for this first arpeggio, we'll have 8, 12, 10, 9, 10, 8, 12. And then for the second arpeggio, 5, 8, 7, 5, 6, 5, 8. And then for the third arpeggio, 3, 7, 5, 5, 5, 3, 8. So a bit of a stretch at the top. Also, when we're playing this third arpeggio, we're not going to roll our middle finger as we usually would with sweeping. We're going to play each note individually with the index, middle, and ring finger. Like that. So as a whole, it will look like this. We can play it twice or just once. I'm going to do it once for demonstration. And that's how it will sound. I like this one a lot because it's not just like a scale. It is very, very musical and melodic. So it is fun to play as well. Next up, we have alternate picking. No, not economy picking. Economy picking. We have economy picking next. This is a very fun technique because it makes everything really, really easy and smooth because you have much more fluidity to your motion, which makes you play quicker. We're going to have two kind of exercises that involve the same scale, which is going to be a minor scale, sort of. It's just two minor scales mashed together. And then the scale is going to be, we'll go from 5. 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9, 6, 8, 10, 7, 8, 10. And for the first step or stage for this, to get used to the motion, this is more for beginners, we're just going to go like that, to get really used to the movement of just going fluid. So picking pattern will be down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So it is very fluid. And we can build this tolerance of, or like, no, not tolerance, what the heck am I saying? We can build this technique and get better by adding more strings to this first step. Like that, but it's the same exact thing. No, that's not how words work. It's the same exact idea. So picking pattern, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, and so on and so forth. And add more strings and more strings until we get to the full scale, which is the second or the full exercise. That's what the full exercise will look like, and it is the same picking pattern because it's economy picking, and it is just the scale. Next up we have legato. We need some distortion for this. That's yeah. So first off we're going to take this scale again that we used for the alternate picking exercise with that one, and we're just going to play it with legato. So pick once, hammer on, pick once, hammer on, pick once, hammer on. That's going to get you used to actually doing legato if you don't know how to do it. The next exercise is going to be more towards getting better at legato if you know already how to do it. But this is still really good just for getting faster. The second exercise is going to be involving the same scale, but we're going to add some direction change. Oh, hold on. Like that. So the same idea of the picking, just pick once per string. But once you get to 3 strings up, so 1, 2, 3, you go back down a string and do a 3 string, then go 3 strings up again, back down, back down. The same idea for going down. Is that up or down? Going down the fretboard again. That is the whole exercise. This is really good for the strength of your fingers and your wrist because it's legato, and also just getting faster legato and having a more controlled and stable fretting hand, which so legato is great for everything. Sweeping, I'm going to start off with like a warm up to a full arpeggio solo kind of thing, which I made a little while ago. So the first exercise is going to involve one arpeggio, and it is the same one from the alternate picking exercise where we're doing double picking, funnily enough. So it's that 8, 12, 10, 9, 10, 8, 12. Whoops. Accidental pinch harmonic. So what we're going to do is we're going to use sweep picking, and instead of just going, which is okay, we're going to have some direction change. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go 3 strings up, then come back down twice, then do the full arpeggio, then go 3 strings down, back up, and then finish, going back all the way down. This is really good if you're struggling with actually sounding out the notes on the bottom part of the movement, because you're focusing kind of on this one a little bit there, but also just doing small arpeggio movements, small arpeggiated movements. That kind of thing, which is really fun and fast. Now, the full arpeggio solo thing. So, we're gonna have the arpeggios. That is the arpeggios, that's all the arpeggios. We're going to do each arpeggio twice. Like that. That was terrible. And we're going to make sure that we are sweeping properly. We're not bouncing. We're going for a very fluid motion, going through the strings, not against. And that we're pick slanting as well, so we're slanting our pick. So we get a more fluid motion. We're not going directly parallel, so that's aggressive, and it doesn't sound as good, and it's just not as effective or fluid. The first arpeggio is going to be this one. So that is 12, 15, 14, 12, 13, 12, 15. And for some of the arpeggios, like this next one, we're going to use a finger rolling with our middle finger. This is 10, 14, 12, 12, 12, 10, 15. Then we're going to go back to that arpeggio we use all the time. So 8, 12, 10, 9, 10, 8, 12. And then we're going to finish the first half on this next arpeggio, which is the same one as this one. Just move down 3 frets. So 7, 11, 9, 9, 9, 7, 12. Then we go back. Well, we're going to use again the first arpeggio just on the 5th fret. So 5, 8, 7, 5, 6, 5, 8. And then that finger rolling arpeggio again on the 3rd fret. Very big stretch. So that'll be 3, 7, 5, 5, 5, 3, 8. Then there's a whole different arpeggio. We're going to go. So, 2nd, 5, 3, 2, 3, 1, 5. And then back up to the 7th fret. And do that arpeggio again with the finger roll. So 7, 11, 9, 9, 9, 7, 12. And again we're going to play each arpeggio twice through, and make sure we're doing all the correct technique for sweep picking. Also, when we're sweeping, we need to make sure that we're not leaving any strings open or any notes open. We're muting every note that we're not playing. So if we're doing this, that's horrible. So we need to use palm muting and also a little bit of our left hand muting, especially on the way down, to get a clean sound. The last exercise of the video, wow, is going to be dexterity. And it is a very, very good one. So before every set, what I'll call a set, we're going to go wherever we're playing. I play it down on the 1st fret because you have bigger stretches, but if you're finding it difficult, go on the 5th or 7th, which is a good place, I think 7. So we're going to go on 7 for the demonstration, and the first set will be keeping these two, the ring and pinky finger, planted on the high E string on 9 and 10. And then we're going to go with our index and middle finger. We're going to play 7 and 8 on every string. Chromaticism. Then our two middle fingers, so keeping our index and pinky planted. Then chromaticism. Then we're going to keep our index and middle finger planted. Then chromaticism. Then our two middle fingers planted, so our middle and ring finger. Then chromaticism. And then these last two sets are a little bit different because we're not doing fingers that are side by side to each other. So for the first one of the last two, we're going to be keeping our middle and pinky finger planted, and then have the index and ring finger doing the exercise. Then chromaticism, then swap them around, keep our index and ring finger, it gets really confusing after a while, fingers planted, and have our middle and pinky fingers doing the exercise. And that is exercise. But that was however many exercises for various aspects of the guitar. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, then again, give it a like. And if you haven't so already, follow me so you don't miss when I upload. And go check out my other videos on guitar technique and theory. And I will see you in the next one.